Today we're going to do a little bit of a walking tour of a place that I saw on Google Maps. I have never been here before, but I drove past here. I guess I drove right past it and couldn't find it. So now I'm trying again. So this is a place here in Seattle, and I hope you find it as interesting as I do. What I'm expecting to find here is probably lots of beautiful plants and flowers and that sort of thing, but I actually don't know what to expect. So since this is my first time here, you can follow along with me. I see there's this interesting wall that seems to be around the park, but we'll just keep walking a little bit farther and see what else is up here. Okay, so for the record, I'm here at like 6 in the morning, but there are actually a lot of other people here. I think people probably come here to walk their dogs in the morning. This is the main entrance. Actually, while we're here, I see these little stickers laying around, so I'm gonna grab this and see what this is. We are here early in the morning, just as the sun is about to come up. Now, if I do encounter anyone on the trail, I'll probably stop the camera because I don't want to film anyone that doesn't want to be filmed. I would probably normally do this kind of walkthrough video as a live stream, but once again, I wasn't really sure what my signal would be like out here. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I don't want my phone to just cut off in the middle of a live stream. So I am pre-recording this, and I don't know if I'll do much editing to this once I'm done, but so far this has been an interesting walk. So when people ask why I started my YouTube channel, you know, I honestly didn't ever plan to do these sort of nature walks or sightseeing type videos, but I do find them fun and interesting to do, especially to show people what it looks like here in Seattle. Seattle isn't just, you know, the big city homeless problem with lots of skyscrapers and, you know, the grunge music scene. There's actually a lot of nature here, and I'm going to try to attempt to cross this path over the water. This should be interesting. But while I'm on this walking trail, I'll tell you, about 6 years ago when it was 2020, that was when a lot of people had the, you know, the stay-at-home orders. I had decided that I was gonna start doing some videos, and I was just gonna walk around a neighborhood and film it, and then do what I consider to be like a virtual walk, so that people could, I guess, imagine what it was like to go for a walk when you're stuck at home. You could virtually walk with me. So I did these videos, and I walked around a neighborhood, and then after I did the video, I watched the video because I played it back, and I realized like the camera was so like bumpy and jumpy that I was kind of like, no one's gonna watch this. Like, this is like way too, like, the camera's too shaky. It won't be fun to watch or enjoyable or peaceful. So I deleted the videos and I never posted them to YouTube, and then I just sort of like gave up on that whole idea. So now, I don't know, I guess I'm back at it. And of course, I do apologize if the camera is a little too bumpy and jumpy. I am trying to film with a gimbal to hopefully make it smoother. I am slowly walking towards whatever in the world this is. I hear like a really loud motor noise. I'm just trying to get a good view of everything down here. But I guess let's walk towards this to see what this loud motor noise is. You know, at some point I start to realize that walking out here in nature, especially walking close to water, isn't always so great because there are a lot of mosquitoes and they they love to swarm me. I think I must be extra tasty to them, but I am finding myself kind of swarmed by mosquitoes right now. So maybe we should try to get away from the water. So I've lived here for like 10 years and I didn't even know this place existed. I think that's what's interesting about living here in Seattle. There's just so many new places to explore. I mean, especially if you haven't lived here your whole life, you didn't grow up here, everything is kind of like brand new. And there's so many new places that I just keep finding, and I like to, you know, share them with you guys. There's an interesting tree coming up here, so let me show you what I'm talking about. As you can see how they're all twisted. Branches are twisted here, but if you go up you can see they glow, kind of all twisted. It's very interesting. You know, I'm someone that I have a tendency that when I get out on a trail, I get so deep onto the trail that I worry I'm not going to be able to find my way back to the car. Has that ever really happened? No, but it's still kind of something I panic about. What do y'all think of this so far? Oops, I see a duck. I don't want to disturb the animals. Definitely feel free to leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this. I think it's very pretty here. I could definitely imagine myself coming here more often just to go for a nice little walk, get some exercise. I wonder where this duck's partner is. Usually ducks like to partner off this time of year. Although I don't know, do ducks mate for life? I'm not sure how that works. Let's do our best to not disturb Miss Duck. Okay, so somehow my camera kind of went haywire. I am using a gimbal and it just started pointing off in some weird direction. I don't know. Sometimes it'll try to focus on a person, but I'm the only person here, and I don't know why it started going weird and haywire like that. So let's check out some more water, some more mosquitoes. I'm already starting to feel all itchy from bug bites, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay here. This looks like another bridge I could walk on, try to cross, but I think instead I'm gonna go this way because I want to see kind of what's over here. I don't really know what these things are, if they have any sort of symbolism, if anyone happens to know what these are, if they're for decoration or if there's actually a reason for them. You know, these kind of bushes always make me think of some sort of like monster. Some giant blob monster. Okay, at this point, can we find our way back to the car? Because I'm not really sure. Okay, so luckily we found this sign that says this way to the exit, because there for a while I was a little unsure if we were going to find our way out of here. Lots of benches to sit and rest. I've seen a couple squirrels run past me on the path. Today's just a short video, but I hope you enjoyed. I definitely like doing these walking tours. I want to do a lot more of them. I think, you know, I was waiting for winter to pass and the weather to get a little bit better because, oh, here we go. Follow the exit signs. Yeah, so I was just waiting for some better weather because, you know, it was really cold during the winter. Then we had kind of like a heavy rains. So I was just kind of waiting for spring to come, weather to get warmer, and to get out more. And to not have like these muddy walking paths. Because there's a couple of times I went hiking and the walking trail was like completely submerged underwater. And you know, that's no fun to get your shoes, your boots all wet, and your socks, and then walking around on wet feet. Okay, so let's see if we can still find our way back to the car, and then get some sort of like calamine lotion for all these bug bites. So I will say it officially, because obviously I didn't walk this whole garden, but I will say officially, this is a place that I could definitely get lost in if I didn't find those exit signs, I think you could just keep walking and walking on this trail, and it'd probably be very confusing on how to get back to your car, just because of the way these trails are laid out. They just kind of go all over in circles. So yeah, that's my word to the wise for anyone who plans to come out here. Oh good, here's another exit sign. Oh, that was a squirrel. I think we got another squirrel right here. Let's see. Okay, so I can see that we found our way back to this bell that was at the entrance. And I'm not going to ring the bell. There was a whole trail that went that way that we didn't even look at. And then I think this is the way out to the exit, to the parking lot. Everything here is completely free. Free parking, free entrance to this park. This bench doesn't look very comfortable to sit on. And I think we'll call it a wrap. I think that was a nice walk we had today.